Let's head right to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, this is Rico. Look, a win is a win, and especially against the Steelers, so I'm not mad about that. And Sanders played actually decent, minus the 2 turnovers, but hey, it is what it is. The Steelers couldn't score points anyway. They kicked nothing but field goals all game. Shout out to the defense. They played a phenomenal game. I am sad for Myles Garrett didn't break the sack record in the 16-game slot, but hey, the season is now 17. It's not a fault of his own, so if he breaks it next week, hooray. But my question is, the Steelers, no matter what, always have a winning record year in and year out. It has to be more than just culture. Is Mike Tomlin that great of a coach? I mean, seriously, I'm jealous as a Browns fan of their organization. I'll be honest. Anyways, goes Brown.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Let's welcome in Jeff Lloyd, host of Browns 3D, Orange and Brown Report. They find head coaches and they keep them. Chuck Noll and Bill Cowher and Mike Tomlin since like the 60s. So, yeah, he's a really good head coach. And Browns fans should be jealous of what they have there relative to their coaching stability.
He's done a fantastic job. And if you think back on it, and, I don't know how many of your viewers remember 17 years ago, but, Tomlin was, when they were initiating the Rooney Rule, and Mike Tomlin at the time wasn't necessarily an extremely high candidate to become the new head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They brought him in. He absolutely blew them away. And, that's where, a rule like that turned out to hopefully, be something that's really, opened the door for a lot of other people as the years have gone on. It's been a tremendous run for Tomlin there, obviously. Always gets, more out of his team than less, which is, the ultimate credit to a coach. Even this year, basically you reinvented yourself, somewhere I'd say maybe after week 10, you just tried to find guys that it was going to work with for Aaron Rodgers. That's where the Thielen late edition, the MVS edition, so you just kind of had to do what you had to do. And I think that's really been an impressive part for Pittsburgh is just, each and every year, just finding a way to piece it together. And, each year might be a different version than it was in the year past, but the goal has been achieved for them basically every year is find your way to the playoffs. I think maybe they've disappointed certainly, once the clock has turned to January, but, you look from our landscape of it and then look at it from Pittsburgh's landscape of it, I think us here in Cleveland would be very, very satisfied with some sort of stability in a head coach being as successful as Mike has been.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, there's times they don't have enough talent to be in the playoffs and they find a way to make it in there. So, yeah, I get you.